Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream. And this stream is all about summer movies, and I am very pumped for this. I have an awesome panel of great people here, and this is, like I said, all summer. Whatever means summer to these people, it could be. It came out in summer. The plot is summer. It's set in summer. Anything they want that they deem it a summer movie, it works. If something gets pulled and someone else wants to pull the same movie to talk about it, that's fair game. This is just to talk movies that we like that involve summer. So let's meet everybody and have a good time. Now, here's who we have right now. Nathan Jones will be jumping in about 30 minutes, roughly. And Stephanie, unfortunately, isn't able to make it. But otherwise, yeah, great panel of people, and I'm super excited. So why don't we head on over to Adam, and he can introduce himself.
Well, hey, everybody. Appreciate you having me there, Tim. My name is Adam. I go by Bearded Four Eyes Man on Instagram there. Appreciate you guys just having me. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I missed Tim's last one with the cinematographers. I had some really good ones lined up, but we'll get to that at a different point. But again, thank you guys so much for having me, and I'm looking forward to hearing everybody's chat for sure.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. And lost Bob for a second, but I'm sure he'll be right back in. All right, so head on over to Bernie, the movie geek.
Hello, my name is Bernythegeek, or Bernie, from my channel, The Movie Geek Productions. And yeah, cannot wait. Thank you for inviting me. Yeah, let's have fun. And yeah, that's my introduction.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. And fun is the aim of the game here. That's all.
Yes.
That's what all this YouTube is about, just for fun.
For sure.
Head on down to Derek, who is basically like a mainstay on this channel lately. I feel like this is like the fourth stream on my channel. So,
yeah, I like it. What are you going to do? I am Derek, the convicted cinephile. That's Oliver's butt. Yeah, on my channel, I do the same thing we always kind of do, where I like to buy movies, show them off every week with my Show Me What You Got things. I do award season coverage when that's that time of year. And yeah, thank you, Tim, for having me for what I think, yeah, 5th or 6th times now. I just love doing streams like this and talking movies.
Yeah, it is. It's been quite a bit, but you are always there and available, which is awesome. So thank you again.
I don't do anything. So
next up, we have the master of the movie collection battle. I swear, my favorite thing to watch on Thursday. We got 4K D-Ray here.
What's up, guys? It's Derek, also 4K D-Ray. You guys come check out the channel. It's all dedicated to the 4K format. I do a lot of things on the channel that involves the community and really just pushing everybody, whether they got YouTube, Instagram, anybody that has a collection that wants to come up and have a good time on Thursday nights. They are welcome to my channel. Tim, I want to say thank you for having me. This is your second time inviting me. The first time I really wanted to be here for that space stream. Couldn't make it, unfortunately, but thank you again for, giving me a second invite. So I'm ready to have a good time tonight.
No problem, man. I'm super excited you said yes. I'm excited everyone said yes. Next up, we got Jagoda, who has been on here several times now. So thank you again for being here. The man with the amazing wallpaper.
There you go. Okay, guys, it's all fake.
Right, look at that.
Now, what's going on, everybody? Is Jagoda Blue. Fellow YouTuber first. Tim, thank you for the invite on the live stream. Super excited about this one. On the channel, I do, Blu-ray Tuesdays here and there when it's something interesting. I do Fave Fives. I recommend 5 movies. Time to talk with the discussion pieces. They're kind of sporadic. And then kind of the main focus right now has just been on this new thing, Heat Street. So, yeah, thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to tonight.
I can't tell you how much I enjoy Heat Street. That is such an awesome idea for a stream, and it makes me spend a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. It's the name of the game.
Damn.
And next up, we got Bob from Bob's Blu-rays here.
Hi. Yeah, actually, this is my first YouTube live video. So sorry, I'm trying to get used. I do it on my phone. Don't have, like, the setup on my laptop, so I'm just doing it on my phone. But, yeah, I'm pretty new to YouTube. Just started making videos. But if you're interested,
All right, man. Thanks for being here. So we will just pretty much start diving into this. And when Nathan comes up, depending on what round it is, he might do 2 in a row. But yeah, dive in. And Adam, you get the pleasure of starting first since
Wow.
you're next to me.
Well, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I
Don't be
might
shy.
maybe starting out with one that's more of a, I don't know, cliche at this point, but it's got some sentimental value to it to me. Of course, my Independence Day right there. That's definitely summer to me, and the main reason why it's so special to me, and I appreciate I got this old school nice DVD copy because you guys know me, I love my DVD. But the reason why is because when that came out in the summer of '96, I believe it was '96 or '95, it came out. My older brother was working on the ductwork for a new movie theater in town, and when he got done, the theater that they made that for was the first theater in our town that had the Dolby surround sound. So when we got to go in for free, and it was the very first movie that I saw in THX surround. And that was I saw that.
Nice.
That's why it's summer to me, because my brother worked so hard getting this theater up and running, and then when we got a chance to go, it was for free because he worked on it. And when we just that first THX experience, and then seeing that movie Independence Day in THX just blew my mind. I was like, this is why I love movies. I mean, the sound and everything, but I've just related that movie to summer so much. It's ridiculous,
Yeah, that is I think with alien invasion movies, that is probably one of the most classics, and it is absolutely as summer as you get.
So many charisma moments. So many
I
moments.
agree.
Yeah. Regardless of what anyone thinks about Will Smith now, his charisma.
I mean,
carries.
he did punch an alien, though.
Yeah.
Making jokes about his wife. Respect him to
Yeah,
that.
I mean, he was punching aliens then. Maybe he is now. I don't know. No one knows.
That the whole presidential speech too.
Oh, dude.
My gosh.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you
Iconic.
chills. Like it's so good.
It's I still think that's definitely one of the most iconic, just little monologues in the middle of a movie that really hits a midpoint, and then you go,
Yes.
well, it's going to get better, right? And then he gives that speech, and then you're like, oh, it's got to get better. Like it's
It's a setup.
Gonna
It's
hit that
a
spot,
setup to the action.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they utilized them nearly as well in the second one, but that's just me,
Oh
Let's
gosh.
not mention about that.
Before moving on to you, Bernie, actually, rookie thing, I should have went through the comments first to see who's here, and then we'll head on to you, Bernie.
Okay.
We got a little
Sounds
bit of
good.
Independence Day in quick, but Bob was actually here like 2 days ago or something like that, posting this. Summer rental, one crazy summer and summer school. He's got everything with summer in the title. But yeah, one of those might come up, or all of them. Who knows? Well, Derek, summer, smash that like button. Yes, that I appreciate.
That's
that.
correct.
We got Jared Runner here, Movie Hunter, 100. Looking forward to the summer movie chat. Holland Oates, Tony's here. Holland Oates again, Jared Runner, Vengeance Media. We got Kal-El. Salute to the panel. Hey, Tim and everyone. Can't stay long, but definitely we'll catch the replay. Thank you so much, man. Chandler, hey, everyone. Cal saying hey to everyone. Cal, big supporter of everyone. He's awesome.
Absolutely.
I got to get him up on one of these.
Yeah, right. You have a tail most of the time when I'm on here.
Did everyone join my Instagram Salute Pops Movie Dungeon birthday? I didn't check that out yet, but I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I can barely hear you, Bob. I heard you were just a little bit low. I mean, I heard you. Let's see. Last Action Hero all the way. Hey, Tony. All right, so quick little catch up, and now you can take it away, Bernie.
Okay, so when you gave me an idea, so I was thinking about a lot of things. So not the main theme was nostalgia. So I was thinking that one particular movie that had so much nostalgia growing up watching back in the day when I was on DVD when I was a kid. It took place in the summer and had a friendship, so I decided to go with The Sandlot.
Very
A
nice.
childhood
Very
favorite of
nice.
mine. Yeah. So many awesome moments in the movie. Obviously, take place in the summer. It's about this kid who moved in and he wants to learn how to play baseball, and he got this group of very interesting, different personalities, children going on. You know, you got the iconic line, "You're killing me, Smalls." You know, everybody knows that line. But yeah, so many great moments. It's the feeling of summer. When summer kicks in, when June starts, I always pop this in and get the mood of summer. It just immediately set the mood of summer. Because they don't have school, they can go out and hang out. Their shenanigans, whatever they do. Yeah, so many great moments. Just this is the feeling of summer. Brings a lot of memories, a lot of nostalgia when I saw this movie when I was a kid on DVD. Yeah, it's just this need a 4K, by the way. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, this is so good. Just so many great. My favorite moment in the movie when I forgot the name of the character who was telling a story about the neighbor dog. When they went to the tea house, and that story. Just as a kid, I was so glued to it. Like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Yeah, this had the feeling of summer. So nostalgic. Just special. Just The Sandlot. That's my choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Something I love about Sandlot and movies like that. I love movies where children don't understand stuff. Like you'll be walking past a house that you think is haunted, but it's really like a nice old person. That's exactly how
we all had that moment. Like we
Yeah.
all had the moment when we were kids. I do have that
Right.
moment when I thought my neighbor was kind of something fishy about that neighbor. I had that moment when I was a kid. When I had this strange neighbor, something's weird going on, it turned out to be normal. Yeah, we all had that moment in our summer days. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, and fully agree on the 4K. That really,
needs
really.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an okay Blu-ray. Like the picture quality is fine, but it definitely deserves a 4K remaster. Like it definitely needs to.
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes me think the 4K for A League of Their Own is great. So the whole like ball field outside summertime like that, I think Sandlot would work really well for that.
Yes, definitely. And that's my choice. My first choice.
All right, great one. All right, head on down to Convicted.
Cat hair all over me already. All right. So yeah, I went something that's kind of close to home. At least I thought it was until I realized they shot the whole movie in California. But it makes sense, right? It's one I grew up with. Sure, we've all seen it at least once. Anytime I go to my dad's cabin, which is where my DVD copy of this movie is, and I had to buy it on Blu-ray just for this stream because I didn't have it. It was the first movie I thought of for this thing. I just had to get it, and that would be Ba 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 Boom, the Great Outdoors.
Nice.
I just recently saw that movie for the first time.
Yeah, this movie, I can't see a bear without saying "Big Bear Chase Me."
That's right.
For the last 37 years of my life. But yeah, there's a lot of iconic moments in it. It's probably my favorite John Candy movie.
Oh, dude, John Candy is great.
John Candy is. Yeah, he's one of my favorite comedians.
Lost him way too early.
Way
Agreed.
too early.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen it. I just picked it up from Drew for like
I
$5
recently saw the movie for the first time a couple of weeks ago.
So good.
It was fun.
So fun. I love it. Yeah, it's just because I mean, it's like the Great Lakes up in Minnesota, so that's what it's supposed to be. So it's just that's what it's like. Except apparently it's California, which I was actually surprised because they did a good job making it not seem like California in this movie because it takes place in Wisconsin, I think.
Yeah,
but yeah. I mean that's what it's like when you go to the cabin, and I'm not a big fisher or anything, but they could have recreated it in the old crappy restaurants where they got the old 96er and raccoons getting into everything and talking with subtitles. It's just everything about it is classic. I love it. It's my favorite one of those John Hughes written movies from the 80s.
God, John Hughes touched. I talked about this on a past stream, but he touched so
Yeah.
much more than just the stuff he directed, and people don't realize
I
that.
miss him. I miss him.
Yeah.
He touched lives, and honestly, I hate to say, I'd love to say, but he touched lives. I mean, just generations of people. He touched people's lives. I mean, their youth, their innocence, their what they felt at the time that he made these movies. It was. I think John Hughes was he was more than a director. He was like he. I don't know. I don't know what the
He's
word
the writer
is
and director. He's both.
But I mean, but yeah, he was more. He transcended movies to people. I believe. I firmly believe that.
He's so good.
He's like a
writing
friend
both
already,
adult
too.
and
Yes.
and young.
Wow, the bots are in the chat at full force
Yeah, I
right
just
now.
realized
Yes, they are.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to block and they
Those
just,
are my friends. I told them to stop by. Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, I was gonna say like John Hughes he's like a perfect writer that he knows how to write adult and teens as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can do that both.
Yeah, he is good.
perfectly.
Yep.
Or even little kids, Home Alone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's one of my favorites when it comes to directors, and he only directed what was it, eight movies.
Yeah,
8 movies all
around there. Yes,
It's crazy.
I
And
wish
he
he
wrote
made
3
more
movies that
over
this
time.
director directed too.
Yeah.
The same director, Howard Deutsch, directed.
Yeah, he did, Some
He's
Kind
having
of
a baby.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Something Wonderful. That's the one. And one of the other movies he wrote all back to back to back. Those,
Yeah.
So worked with the same people. He helped a lot of careers out too. Like Chris Columbus and stuff by
Yeah.
writing Home Alone for them, essentially, who eventually direct.
Man, love John
Look at
Candy,
him.
man. So hilarious.
Yeah, I love Dan Aykroyd too, and I was always watching like SNL and stuff as a kid, so I immediately thought that movie.
Yeah. All right.
But that was on the kid.
All right. So, well, my first pick, it was filmed deep in the heart of Texas, middle of the summer, and I think it
Texas.
really helped build the atmosphere, seeing the characters dripping and sweat in this movie.
yeah.
It's probably one of my top. It's definitely in my top 5 favorite horror titles to watch. So the title you are about to see is an account of the tragedy which befell a group of 5 adults, and that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Like as soon as you said Texas, I was thinking the original.
Either one.
Yeah, I absolutely love that movie, man. I really didn't expect it to be as good as it was, but I'd probably put it. I think it's my favorite out of the entire franchise.
Oh, really?
I know a lot of people give 2 a lot of crap, but I enjoyed 2 for the entertainment. But I really love that movie.
That remake right there, that was one of the I mean, I don't even call it a remake. It's its own entity. I mean, that one is it's so good. The trailer when it was just dark and you heard his boots and then you heard you heard the
I only
cheap
seen the first
talking.
one, the original, so
It's
I have not seen the
great
remake yet.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw the
I know.
remake before the original when it came on theaters because I was working there at the time, and I went and saw it again because I had like a 4-hour break between classes in college. And then after seeing it, I went and walked to a Suncoast Video that was in the mall downtown, and I bought the hamburger package of the original one and watched that one that night. So yeah, I've grown to like the original one more, but that remake is fantastic. I've always loved
Yeah,
it. It's
so
always
good.
been my
Yeah.
This might be a hot take. So I really, really like the remake. I like the original for what it did for horror, but
Yes.
dear God, the acting is atrocious.
I agree. You're not alone in this. I love the cinematography in the original, like the cinematography, the grittiness. It sells the hotness of that world, right? But the acting is just
It's brutal.
because
Really.
it's low quality acting.
Yeah.
Cheaply made.
But I mean,
That
to
makes any sense.
see a character like that for the first time, even in the early 70s, when you see something like that, no one was prepared for something like that when they saw it.
Yes.
No one. There was
Yeah.
not a
Right,
single person.
yeah, you don't know what's coming back then. Yeah,
Well, the
Mainly 'cause
acting by Gunnar Hansen for Leatherface is
Yeah.
there's no problems with that. It's the teenagers that look like they're
Yeah.
like 30.
The wheelchair guy, oh my gosh, I can't. I
Franklin.
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 Oh my
And he's
gosh.
complaining.
Okay, he got
Yeah.
murdered.
Yeah, I only seen the original. I've not seen the remake. So, but I seen the new one that came out on Netflix, which sucks.
Oh, yeah.
But
He
yeah,
has his moments.
I thought the kills were
sucks.
crazy in that one.
Can you guys hear me okay? Because if not, I got headphones.
you
I
good?
hear you.
Yeah,
Right
we
now,
can hear
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Jagoda, you're up now.
All right, so I decided to take my 3 and go completely different. Pick some titles that are not mentioned,
I like different.
and some that are. I like movies that are reflective of a time. So my first one is Spike Lee joint for Crooklyn.
Oh,
If
Kirkland.
you haven't seen this, it's set in 1973, and actually it's kind of reflection of him growing up with his family in Brooklyn. Mother's a teacher, father's a musician. There's 5 kids, 1 girl, and 3 boys, and they kind of just show summertime in Brooklyn, usual thing that kids play outside, fire hoses, like kind of that just traditional imagery of New York back in that time. So wanted to do something different, though, like Do the Right Thing kind of has the same feel, but I said, let me not go super well known. Let me go something a little different. So Brooklyn actually would look beautiful in 4K too if they ever were to do it.
That's who released that? I never actually seen that before.
This one's Kino Lorber.
I thought I was thinking that
It was
seemed
alright.
Kino.
that seemed Kino.
Yeah.
Kino
I still
delivers,
have not
man.
seen any Spike Lee movie, so sorry.
I've only seen like 3. Don't feel bad.
Some good ones, man.
Yeah. I would. I like the out of the box choices though, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna see that. We're gonna see
I'm
the
going too
staples.
out of the box.
I like out of the box also.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
All right, Bob, you're up.
Alrighty, so I got 2 for sure. Third one I'm having a hard time with, but I'll go through my first one here. It would be American Pie 2.
Nice.
Oh yes, okay.
So this movie, okay, I grew up with American Pie when I was like, I
We
remember
all
my
do.
mom was gonna kill my dad because he let me watch it when I was like 9 or 10, and I loved it. I remember watching like all 3 at the time with my dad, but the second one is just a blast, and it's a perfect summer movie because you've got them going away for the summer to that like lake house, and it's just a good time. Like if you ever went away with your buddies for like a weekend or any kind of summer trip. So this movie's a lot of fun. It's definitely a perfect summer movie, and honestly it's just great rewatch value. You could watch it at any time.
It's a fun time.
I think American Pie is in my opinion, the funniest movie. I love that, like, back in the day, they didn't have, like, cancel culture, so you didn't get in trouble for what you made. Nowadays, you got to be careful. So
Comedies back in the 90s.
Didn't give a crap.
The second one is just a blast. I mean, there's so many good movies. But look, the first one started, but the second one, you're right. Like the second one, when he's glued to the come on, like, come on.
The director's cut when the old woman's like, she's like, couldn't you keep that at home? And he's like, you don't have a penis, or maybe you do.
I remember that. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was funny.
That's awesome.
I love this franchise.
That's so good. It's so good. You are right.
It's a good one. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, that is great. And just got a message. Nathan is coming in, so that is nice. He
Good
should
timing.
be in shortly.
Good.
Also, American Pie 2 has a lot of rewatch value. Even the first one too. Like the first two, like so much rewatch value. Like all the jokes, you find something new to it too as well. Like when a joke that flew over my head. Like, oh, now I understand the jokes. But I did watch this movie on television. So now I own on Blu-ray. Fun time. It's a fun time. Great choice.
I also
I think I came.
hold on.
I think 9th grade, so I can relate to Jim.
Oh, dude.
The one with the sock. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Finally put my socks to use in high school.
I'm not gonna grab my copy. My copy's right there. Like, right there.
This is no joke. When that came out, I was like 19, 20 when it came out. but I worked in the kitchen at the time, and my boss, he was just a little bit older than me, and I was recreating the scene with the kitchen towel where he's dancing with the towel between his legs, and my boss walked in, and she just looked at, she just shook her head and walked out.
Fired.
I was just like, that is ridiculous.
Hey, Nathan.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
Nathan.
How's it going, man?
How's everyone doing?
Doing
Yeah,
good.
great.
Good.
Perfect timing because we were just finishing up round one, so you could intro yourself, and then you can go right into your first choice.
Oh, okay. Well, I just had a birthday party thing, so I had to get here a little bit later. So,
Cool.
turning 30 on Monday, so here we are.
Nice.
Whoa.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys.
Birthday.
But for everyone who doesn't know me, my name's Nathan Jones, and that's my channel name as well. And I've been on the platform for a few years. I mostly just talk about physical media, like probably a lot of us fellow friends here. And yeah, I mean, that's more or less what I do a lot of the times. Recently, I've been doing Film Journey. Actually, Tim was just recently on that, and it's a really great series. And I would love to have a lot of you come on that as well. I would love to talk to all of you just about that. But that's more or less what I do on my channel. So I didn't know how to sell myself just immediately, but here I am.
I'm terrible at selling myself. I have no idea what to say.
Same.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
I just say I do all the things. That's what comes out of me when people ask.
Yeah.
I enjoy movies. How's that?
Right. I like movies.
I like movies. My name is Nathan Jones. I'm not the Australian wrestler, but I can try to be. Here, it just changes there. Do you want me to choose my first film?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I hope nobody took this one yet, but I chose The Wicker Man.
Oh,
No one
nice.
did.
Nice.
So
Ooh.
this is the newest edition from Imprint, so it's a hefty bargain, but I got it from Diabolique DVD, luckily, and I haven't seen the newest transfers of it yet, but I love this movie, and it's definitely summer. Summer is in Loudly Sing Cuckoo, right? So that's like the very front of the cover. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this movie, but I immediately think of weird occult-like things all the time. That's some of my favorite types of films. And so The Wicker Man, when I think of summer, it's like I just think of, the bees, but not in this particular one, right?
Yeah.
Not the
The Nick Cage one.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that original is definitely just so top notch. I mean, it's
I
hey,
need
that
to
was
see
one
it.
of the things I showed on. I think I showed in my DVD battle was my wood box of Wicker Man.
It's this, and like you can see behind me, the Midsommar. I almost chose that, but I'm like, that's too obvious. It's in the title.
Obvious.
So, yeah.
This one's
But,
newer
yeah.
and prettier.
Hmm?
I've never seen Wicker Man either, though. I've been wanting to for years and years. I just never got around to
Same.
it.
Great film.
So good.
Very
So
bizarre. Very
I'd
British.
buy that if I. That's not region free, is it? It's region B, right?
This is region free, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
Oh, then maybe I'll buy
Yeah,
it.
because I've been
Imprint,
eyeing on
Imprint
that
is always
set.
region free.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep,
Imprint's
they're
free.
always.
Oh, damn you. For letting me know that.
Yep, you're
Because I
welcome.
almost
Go spend around $100.
Right, yeah. I gotta save
Anyway,
money for that vinegar syndrome set, yeah.
It's
I've been
crazy
eyeing on
how
that set,
boutique
so-
labels are popping up.
Yeah.
But for something like this is worth it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
This is
No,
It's a sweet
that's a
set.
really cool set.
so. Anyway,
I've been
Alright.
eyeing on that
that's
set.
So for my first choice, when I think summer, one of the things I think about is drive-ins. Drive-ins are a huge part of summer culture. I wish everybody had drive-ins. Unfortunately, there are some states where they're just completely dead. But luckily around me, they're still going. There is a fantastic documentary called At the Drive-In. And this is actually about the Mahoning Drive-In, which is only an hour away from me. And I'm not even exaggerating. I would say it's probably the best, if not one of the best drive-ins in the country. They still have their original film projectors, and they only show classics on film. They don't show anything new, and they make events out of everything. So they'll show like triple features of horror stuff. I saw Bruce Campbell triple feature with him actually there.
Nice.
The place is absolutely amazing. Yeah, they'll get actors and directors there for Q&As. Really fantastic place. This documentary covers the 2017 season, and by the end of it, it kind of looks like they're unsure how things are gonna go. But now at this point in 2022, like they've hit their niche. So even if you watch this and it ends and you're like, oh, it's kind of a bleak ending, the place really they've really cemented themselves as one of the best. People literally travel hours and hours. Like I've met people that have traveled like 8 hours to go to this place.
Yeah, I've seen things about it. Yeah, I know Joe Bob does a lot of things there.
Yes,
Yep.
Joe Bob is like a.
Like Mahoney, anytime you hear anything about him, it's Mahoney Drive-In. I'm like, I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, it's incredible. I swear, I have several drive-ins around me, but the one is like just a typical. Hey, like this weekend, it's showing Uncharted and Doctor Strange. Whatever. I mean, I can see those anytime. It's seeing classics in 35 millimeters shown on the original projectors from 1949. They're still running the original projectors.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's so awesome.
That's cheap to fix, I'm sure, if it breaks.
They've got that down to like a science on fixing and all that stuff. But yeah, it's an incredible place. So anyone that is even remotely close, I would definitely recommend checking the place out.
Nice. Yeah, I'm jelly. Like one drive-in around me, and it's like,
yeah, I know some states are basically dead with drive-ins, which sucks.
I've never been one, but we don't have one around my area, so I gotta find one.
Yeah, I mean they made a little bit of a comeback though during the pandemic.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I think
there's a couple around it.
Walmart was even trying it too.
Yep, they were doing it.
Yeah.
They're talking about
Old 96.
Yeah. And got to avoid the sex bots here.
It's still right there.
I mean, if we're gonna have bots, they might as well be sex bots.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should click on it.
Baseball field they shot the Sandlot at is in my neighborhood here in Salt Lake City.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's really cool.
That's so cool. I love this zip cover. Oh my gosh, so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was cool.
I didn't notice all the more sex bots further down. Gosh.
Oh yeah. There was a whole bunch a second ago. Yeah, I was looking over.
They made me lose my trash. I apologize, everyone in the chat, for the ridiculous amount of sex bots. My God, I keep clicking block user, and they just keep coming. But anyways, long live Uncle Bud.
That's a twofer.
I'm trying to.
That's technology.
Texas Chainsaw was a great remake. Yes, it really was, and I prefer it over the original because the acting is actually good in the remake.
I love Jessica Biel too.
Can you please tell everyone about the Pop's birthday salute, Jagoda?
There was a couple of which one was it? He had Pop's face like dancing like a dancer or something. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
Hello, happy summer to you too. We Memorial Day.
Scorching hot today.
Yes, it was.
Storming here.
Was it?
It's storming where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
In Missouri.
Darn near 90 for me today.
Always storming here.
Yeah.
100 in Texas.
54, I think I got today.
Oh, that's nice.
The summer
like
heat
that.
for you.
Got to about 87 here.
I'm watching 48 Hours now. Been a while. That's
Nice.
a really good
It's a
movie.
good one. Yeah.
I've never seen that.
One of my favorite films, Jagoda. Crooklyn is such a good film. Watch it each summer. The fact that it's Kino, I'm probably just gonna buy it.
Surprised you didn't have it already. Yeah.
I have a lot of Kino, but they have. I don't know how many are in their catalog, but they release like 18 a week.
Tons.
I
Tons.
probably have the most.
Probably got more coming.
They got more. The most boutique label.
That's my Kino Lober collection right here. It's very small, but yeah,
I love them.
they're great.
Put your hands up. Glued myself to myself. Great choice. Crooklyn and American 2. Great choice. Hey, it's another bearded caveman, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Tim brought to you the porn bots to dance for you. The Nick Cage Wicker Man is great, but for entirely different reasons. Yeah, I would say that falls into the kind of so bad it's entertaining at least.
I've still
mean-
never seen it.
It's,
I haven't-
I mean, that film has one of the most iconic scenes. My eyes. If you know what I mean, you know.
yeah. And 100, I am thrilled to see that you seen this. It's a fantastic place.
I just love any documentary about drive-ins, just to take you back to a time that doesn't exist anymore in a lot of parts of this country, and just to see what people felt and how they enjoyed themselves. And I mean, luckily when I was a little kid, I got to go to a couple, which was fantastic. But everyone needs to experience a drive-in at least once. Everyone does.
Yeah,
I need to.
yeah. It really is kind of a magical experience.
They're fun. Yeah, I haven't been for years, but yeah, one of my
is.
things I almost picked was because I saw it at the drive-in. So we'll see. Maybe I'll end up picking it after all.
To show you how old I am, I saw Jurassic Park at the drive-in.
I saw Terminator 2.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
I saw Terminator 2 when I was 5.
Yep. Yeah, I saw Jurassic Park, and it was one of the drive-ins where it was one of the first ones we ever went to, where the sound played through your car. So when you turned on your stereo, you got to hear all the dinosaurs coming through all the speakers. So it's pretty neat.
That must be a cool
Then your car would
experience.
start afterwards.
Yeah.
I saw.
Look at that! Look at that!
Mika,
Yeah.
I almost
Final
chose that, Mika.
Destination
That's a good choice. Summer of Soul.
I need to see that. Still looks so good.
I saw.
If they released it on Blu-ray, people would buy it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Subscribe to Nathan Jones. Good.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Speaking of that, I mean, you probably already saw everyone, but links down below for every single person here, YouTube's, Instagrams. Follow all of these awesome people.
Please follow me.
Please. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Please don't.
I need to feel special.
Please. Begging. No, I'm joking.
All right. Yeah, we are so lucky to still have a few. I know. It seems like it's more of a coast. Each coast has them, but the center of the country has
We
very
have-
little drive-ins.
We have some where I live, but
Yeah,
I'm smack dab in the middle. I'm in Missouri.
Yes, you are. That is in the middle.
I'll be deep
Talk
in the
about
cold,
land.
cold before I recognize Missouri.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't probably know about ourselves. So
Adam, your turn for choice number 2.
Yeah. This is definitely one, only because the duo in this to me is still one of my. It screams summertime to me for the subject matter, but the duo themselves that play in this just scream like I wish they had done more than just this one. But it's one of my favorite sports of all time. I love baseball. Baseball just screams summer to me. But the fact that these two were in it together just made it so good. And that is Fever Pitch with these, Drew.
That's
like,
Gene Fallon.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon
Okay.
and Drew Barrymore. And these two, now the only two comparable is when it's Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, but these two together, they make such a cute couple, and just the whole idea of the summertime and him being a Boston fanatic, and just in, there's just parts of summer about that. Cause again, it's just baseball and going to the baseball stadiums in the summer when I was a kid, but FYI, I have a big crush on Drew Barrymore. She's so hot.
Oh,
That needs a Blu-ray release.
I can
man.
watch her in anything. So, but yeah, that's definitely a scream summer to me. I can watch. It's one of those ones I can watch at any time. Doesn't matter when it's on.
That
I
needs a
remember
Blu-ray
liking that
release.
one, and that was part of Jimmy Fallon being a big movie star for about
Yeah.
a year. About
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He tried.
I mean, he did
tried.
talk about it. Why he never done another movie ever since, in one of his shows, live shows, talk shows, whatever. But yeah, he did talk about it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
such a great flick.
yeah. I enjoyed that one. I should give that a rewatch. I have the DVD somewhere downstairs.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe
Never.
I have, actually, I think I have the Blu-ray. I think I ran across the Blu-ray
They
at
do.
Pam's Movie Dome.
They need to drop that out on Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that didn't it come out the year they ended up winning the World
Yes.
Series too.
That's
It had like the
why
ending
I'm
where they
pretty
lost
sure.
and then they happened to win that
Yep.
at the same time.
Because I mean, at the
That's
end
true.
of one of the scenes, he was like, and you guys all know the rest and how it ended, and everybody was like, yeah, it's so good, you know, just it's just a great film.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I just know that about it.
Ooh,
I thought that was funny.
take a good hour and 20
good.
minutes. It's about it's one of those summer hour and 20-minute ones. There's not a whole lot of meat and bones to it, but it's all just right there, and just take the time to watch it. It's so good. And actually, a lot of people don't realize that was a remake of a British movie called Fever Pitch, but the pitch in that movie was about the soccer pitch, not the baseball pitch.
Oh, sure.
Good old Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, that's right.
Alrighty, Bernie, your turn.
Oh, okay. The next two are like really tough for me because I have a lot of films right here. So I don't want to go cliche, but I had to. This film scream blockbuster, summer blockbuster. I had to. Jurassic Park. I have to.
Oh, yes.
Good one.
Yes.
Okay. Not only this film is so nostalgic for me when I watched it for the first time when I was very young, but this just scream summer blockbuster. Like, this is a film that you have to rewatch every summer because this has the feeling of summer when a group of people going to an island. It's like you're going on summer vacation, but only gone wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you're going on summer vacation and it's gone wrong, basically. So many things, that's so well done. Like, the visual effects is way ahead of time when that came out. It's like revolutionary. Steven Spielberg, the cinematography is fantastic. The tension, the ending, the music. David Attenborough, just at John Hammond is fantastic. This is a must watch for summer because it had to feel summer. And it's a great summer blockbuster in general. I did read the book. The book is really different from what the movie is.
Very much so.
It read the book, if you know what I mean. John Hammond character is completely different.
He's a scumbag in the book. He's terrible.
Yes, exactly. I was shocked by that. I was shocked by that when I read it in high school. Like, I read it in high school, I'm like, wait, what? John Hammond's a scumbag in this book? Because we known him as a lovable, inspirational and
good intentions at least.
Yeah, caring and wonderful. Like, he really cares about this park, and he cares for his grandchildren as well. So many great moments that just freaked out as a kid. I can't speak. When Lower Dern character going this electrical, I forgot what it's called, like to turn out the lights and all that. You see the hand, the Samuel L. Jackson hand, dude. I freaked out when I was a kid, and also the iconic T-Rex moment. When T-Rex first appeared on the screen, oh my gosh, it's like chills every time. This has the feeling of summer. This has the feeling of summer blockbuster. It has everything: action, drama, horror as well. Like, it have everything going on here, and I had to. This is a big cliche, but I had to. Jurassic Park. It's my choice. Like, I have to.
You almost opened up a can of worms where I feel like I could go off on that movie for about a half hour because it's my favorite movie of all time. But I feel like Jurassic Park needs to be like its own stream because I swear.
I'm sorry.
The new one's coming out. We can do it then.
Yeah.
It's iconic. I mean,
the special effects hold up because it's this amazing blend of practical and CGI. Whereas nowadays it's all let's just CGI a whole dinosaur.
But this one is a good balance.
Yeah,
it's a good balance between really CGI and practical.
I mean, my wife and I were about that the other day about Jurassic Park, how it holds up after 30 some odd years. Like, you take movies at the time that were put down, 40, yeah. I mean, but like you put them up against ones that came out at the time that use the same kind of CGI, and the other ones just are garbage. They're I mean, but you look at Jurassic Park and you're just like, that could have been made last year, easy. Like that's what it still looks like.
And it's one of those films, like, when you pop on Blu-ray player on your Blu-ray player on summer, it's still as enjoyable as you remembered. As the time goes on, I seen this film on DVD, such as the Blu-ray, now on 4K, and it's still enjoyable as it was, as I remember when I watched this film for the first time. It's just so good. Oh, dude, I used to have that. But yeah, it's just this screams one of the most iconic summer blockbuster. Like, yeah, it's just. So
So I'll just say I watched the movie so much that my wife at this point rolls her eyes when I'm ready to watch it again.
For me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm planning.
It's my wife's favorite movie, so I roll my eyes when she wants to watch Jurassic Park, even though I love it.
Yeah.
But sure,
I'm planning to watch these movies. I'm planning to watch this movie leading up to Jurassic World Dominion. So I'm gonna do like a big Jurassic Park marathon. So because I ordered the 4Ks. So yeah, that's my choice.
Nice.
Jurassic Park.
I just love the one with the doors.
Super iconic.
You pulled at my heartstrings, but all right. Convicted.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad, Tim. I'm glad.
We knew someone was going to grab it. I assumed it would be Tim.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to take it first, so no one else.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I went different. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, cat hair and everything. God damn. He's not even here anymore. All right. All right. I was going to say, can you smell it? Because the only other thing I could think of for this was heavyweights.
Dude.
Oh, heavyweights! Wow.
It's like,
So good.
Saw that movie.
Yeah.
the other one I had to buy when I realized I didn't have it on Blu-ray yet. I was like, oh, there's a surprising amount of special features on it. But yeah, I thought summer camp. I never went there, but I still think about it for some reason when I was, and this is a good movie. I mean, not only is it hilarious and it's Ben Stiller's best performance ever. Don't
It's
at me.
absurd. He's absurd.
And like I may have not gone to summer camp nor fast camp specifically, but I was the kind of kid who could relate to all these kids in this movie because I was, not necessarily the kid who got like picked on, but I was kind of like quiet, awkward kid who had a few friends but was never popular kind of a thing. So when you had a close group of friends, they meant that much more to you. So that's why I related to this movie a lot. And it's just a hoot and holler on top of that. And you got, Judd Apatow and Ben Stiller and all those guys are the ones involved making it, which makes sense, when you're an adult and you watch Knocked Up and 40-Year-Old Virgin and stuff.
Yeah.
So when you go back and look at this 20-odd years later, it just makes it even better. But yeah, you can watch this any day. My kid loved it. I watched it with him on Disney Plus, but I still had to get it just because I love that movie so much.
Looks
I mean,
like I'm
Ben
adding
Stiller
something
played
like
a very
Amazon.
absurd character.
Yeah, he's like the same character as he is in Dodgeball, basically. But
Yes, that's what I think about it. Yeah.
Alrighty. 4K, you ready for your next one?
All right. So my next one, when I think of summer, I always start thinking about Independence Day, fireworks, the Great American Flag. So my next title follows the 54th Infantry Regiment from their formation to the culmination with the assault on Fort Wagner, July 18th, 1863. Stars Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington, Matthew Broderick.
Oh,
Great
I heard about it.
Great pick.
Glory.
I own the Blu-ray. I own the movie. I still haven't seen it, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I need to see it. It's good though.
Such a great movie. Oh my gosh. And it's, heartstrings just pull. Heartstrings just pull. That's one of those ones you can't. There's so many good parts of that movie. God.
Yeah, I saw your excitement as he's starting to mention it. You're like,
I was just like, because I knew.
He knew where I was going.
I'm a
But he's
history
not
buff,
too far
and
from
as
there.
soon as he was mentioned, I was like, I know which one he's going.
I was
so
so
good.
I have it. I
own
never
that,
popped
but
the
I haven't
4K
seen
in
it
yet.
D-Ray.
So
I
good.
haven't popped it in yet either.
I need to get it. Yeah, it's good.
So beautiful.
Yeah, that's an awesome choice. I should watch that actually, the 4K. Because I haven't seen I think I rented the VHS from the library like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
As hard as that the ending is to watch, it's just so the heartstrings get pulled, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I barely remember anything about it. It's been so long since I've seen it, but yeah, it's
because it just goes to show you it doesn't matter what you are. You're an American, and that's what you're fighting for, and you knew what you were fighting for, and that's what that. Oh, such a great movie. Sorry, I'm a history buff, and that just pulls at my heartstrings. So
That's cool. All right, Jagoda, you ready?
All right, so we are going back almost 35 years ago. I remember watching this movie. This came out in the summer of '87. Somebody actually mentioned this in the chat, and I need to upgrade this to Blu-ray. I'm ashamed that I did not buy when it first came out. This is none other than Summer School. Mark Hamill. He's a gym teacher. You know, school is done. He's trying to go on vacation, and it's like, no, you have to actually kind of teach during the summer with a bunch of kids that are like, yeah, they're not motivated.
Summer
and
school
they
is not
fail
fun.
for so many different reasons. Like someone is always absent, guys always sleeping, they just can't get it. And you know, there's just so many different characteristics of these students. But his task is to get them to pass the final exam. He gets help from a fellow colleague, who then they kind of have like this whole love romance thing. But I mean, like I said, '87, that's kind of my time. So I remember every single year in the '90s, essentially just watching this on TV constantly. So funny thing is, and I'll just throw this out there because I won't throw that because just in case somebody picks it. But yes, it was between this and another movie of an '80s that I wanted to pick, but I decided to go with Summer School.
All right, that's awesome.
Nice.
This is not something I'm proud of, but I didn't apply myself in school. I went to summer school for 4 straight years.
I've been to some school. I went to some school twice.
I've been a few times myself.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I feel like I'm not in a club here now. Come on, you guys.
I got
I was
driver's
not the
ed.
brightest
Driver's
kid.
ed
I'm not the
for me.
smartest kid. I struggled a lot with school. I had to take some school because I didn't pass the final exam. I study, but I tend to forget, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was
School's
not
fun.
No, it's really not. But the movie is fun, so
Okay.
Yeah, I know it is.
I mean,
You did it on
even the
purpose.
announcement.
You like the movie, right?
That's right.
if only
Good watch.
Summer School is as good as the movie, but instead
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
taking what were classes like? My classes were like 2.5 hours or something like that each class.
Yep.
Because you're
Mine was
trying
4
to
hours.
stuff in a whole semester worth, and it was terrible.
I suppose,
It was like
right?
block scheduling before block scheduling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Bob, you ready for your next one?
Yes. Okay. So my next one is a horror movie. It comes from 1997. Much like Scream, an inspired scary movie. Came from the incredible writer Kevin Williamson, also written by who wrote. But we've got I Know It's Your Last.
Ooh,
I
actually
need to see
just
it. I
ordered
need to see that film.
Fancy foreign one.
I have the standard Blu-ray of it, but I ordered this and then I realized the limited edition. This is from 88 Films, but I realized it is out of date. So it's going for a hefty price, but I still do want it because I own the other 3 88 Films box sets. But yeah, this movie, I was born like 10 days after 4th of July, so I was born in July. It's a summer movie. I grew up with it. I think outside of Scream, this was like the second horror movie I ever watched. 7 or 8, and yeah, just incredible. A lot of fun, great characters in it, and I was obsessed with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
yes.
Who doesn't?
You have my vote there.
I mean, Adam. Who doesn't? Right? Who doesn't, Adam?
Though I was
was just a complete bombshell in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm more in the Sarah Michelle Gellar camp, and I was
Scooby-Doo.
I'm sad to see her go pretty early.
Hey, that was one of the best sequences. Like that whole scene was just incredible. The way her sister dies. Well, spoilers, sorry. But my bad, guys. It is like
5 years old. It's okay.
Ago. So, but yeah, no, it's a great scene. The way like she fights, it's so dragged out, but in such a good way. Like, yeah, I don't know. And this is like unpopular opinion, but I also love the sequel, and I know everybody hates it.
That's the one with Hawaiian Jack Black, right?
Yeah, I get
Rastafarian Jack Black.
That I love this sequel. But it's a lot of fun. Both of them are a lot of fun. The third one sucks.
Yeah, no, that's a cool choice, and out of Scream influencing so many movies, that's probably one of the ones I like the most. That is
One
basically
of the better
Is it the same writer?
Yeah.
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 Same writer.
Yep.
Okay.
I know what you did last summer. I saw that in a single theater venue. The place was so small it only had one screen, and that's what they were showing at the time.
That's
I was like, I'll go watch it. And I was genuinely surprised how much I liked it. It was good, and it was
Nice.
one of those theaters. It was in a college town, so if you brought a canned good and $1, you could go see the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Alrighty, Nathan, what you got for your next one?
Well, I got an intense movie for everyone from 1975, which is one of the best years for films. I have Sidney Lumet's Dog Day Afternoon.
Ooh,
Nice.
yes.
I've not seen that yet.
This is a
Yeah,
drenched. You can feel the sweat from this film
Yes.
because it's a very hot film nonetheless. But Al Pacino plays a bank robber, and it's televised. And I won't give too much away, but it's
So good.
It's very intense. It was based on real events that actually happened, and there's a lot of crazy backstory. You'll know once you see it what else is going on in the background. Just the plot, but it's a great film. Sidney Lumet's one of my favorite directors, and when I think of summer, like I thought of like Do the Right Thing, and this as like the heat is just like permeating from the film itself. And Dog Day Afternoon is the one I wanted to choose because it's definitely worth giving a watch. And so anyway, anyone else think anything about this film?
Oh, it's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Amazing choice.
Oh, so good. Cinema Man is like one of the best of the best in the
I could have chose 12 Angry Men. That's also a really hot summer.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about 12 Angry Men. Really, summer.
It takes place in the heat
amazing.
wave. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies ever.
I guess he likes the summer. So even like even The Wiz is summer based. So I can't
He's
like
like
always.
20 minutes. That's what he
Imagine
likes.
having to be an actor in one of those films. You're like every 10 seconds, can I have a bottle of water? Something. Just
Yeah.
something.
Probably.
Yes. Like you said, it's so intense and it's just so riveting. Seeing Al Pacino just go insane. Throughout the whole film, and not giving away anything. It's just intense. It gets you. It pulls you into the screen. Like what's gonna happen next? And it's a phenomenal film. I prefer 12 Angry Men more. But it's still as good as 12 Angry Men for sure.
Yeah, I gotta get around to it. I have the Blu-ray. I just never got around to watching it yet.
That's what,
It need
yeah,
a
I need it
4K
for my
too.
collection. I still haven't seen it, sadly. I'm sadly lacking in my Al Pacino viewings for
Come
some
on.
reason.
Keep
I just
going.
haven't watched. That's the Godfather movies and Johnny Brasco and Irishman. I think that's almost all I've ever seen him in.
I didn't watch Heat until a year ago.
Oh
Oh,
man.
it's so good.
Yeah, I've seen that a long time ago, but yeah, I don't remember it
You need
barely.
a
So it's
4K
like,
for that. For
I
sure.
mean, I literally, my wife one time, she was like, I started watching this movie called Heat, and I was like, I know the movie, I haven't watched it, and then I started watching. I was like, it's so good.
it's like the Dark Knight without Batman in it.
Yeah, seeing De Niro and Pacino share the screen and that whole diner
That
scene.
the diner scene is just like boom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
so good. Sorry, I didn't mean to take up time there.
No
You
problem.
know,
We're all here to take a time.
So for my next one, I'm actually kind of pumped. No one has pulled this one yet. I'll talk about this first. But John Candy is amazing, and Summer Rental
Summer Rental.
really needs
Ooh,
a
interesting.
Blu-ray. So for anyone that doesn't know Summer Rental, John Candy is an air traffic controller at an airport. He's overworked. He gets forced to take a vacation, takes his whole family to the beach for the summer. And it's one of those movies where nothing is really going right. But it's a fun little story. They end up getting in like a boat race to against the big villain of the movie. And they're racing with a restaurant. Essentially, Rip Torn owns a restaurant that's on a boat. It's such a fun movie. I mean, you like John Candy, you would really enjoy the heck out of Summer Rental.
Man, I gotta check that
By the
out.
way, one of the greatest names in cinema history, Rip Torn. You just can't get any better than that.
I still make fun of him for when he got so drunk that he broke into a bank because he thought it was his house. Like New Year's before he died.
I'm really hoping Summer Rental is part of that whole Kino Paramount deal.
Yes, I just heard about that.
Yeah, if it's not part of that, hopefully Paramount themselves has plans. But I want it on Blu-ray. Like I've been waiting a long time for that movie on Blu-ray.
What do people, and I gotta, and just ask, when it comes to certain movies that they said they were going to pick up or ones that they weren't going to pick up, especially that Looking for Mr. Goodbar, dude, it's not even on DVD. Why are they not putting it on Blu-ray? Why are they not putting it on 4K? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, if someone would do it though, Kino would. Kino has picked up several titles that have never made it to DVD, and they put a Blu-ray out. Like the 12 Angry Men TV movie, they put it out on Blu-ray. It's good.
You know what I'm hoping is in that deal is Warriors on 4K.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They said someone on Blu-ray.com said there'll be 16 titles of it will be 4Ks.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty
Kidding.
I'll take a Steve.
No Elvis though, right? I thought that was funny. Oh,
I
wow.
was really hoping for High
all
Noon.
I knew it would be good. Yeah,
Games at Fenway in the summertime, perfect. I like
Perfect.
that. Yeah.
you got to do the Naked Gun trilogy in 4K.
Yes, Jurassic Park, a good one. Yes, it is. Lose my spot. Dang it. There we go. You live in KY or Kentucky, caveman.
Kentucky.
You are still young.
Yes, I'm 23. If you're curious.
Apparently, I'm the old man here tonight.
I'm not the oldest one. Yes, I'm usually the older one.
No, I'm 42, or I'll be 42 this year.
Nice.
Tim, are you in your 20s or 30s?
I'm 35.
Okay. Sorry to put you on the spot.
My body feels like it's like 55.
I'm 37.
I think we're all there.
Yes, I got sciatica. So
Yeah. We all got issues, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about that before the show.
Yeah,
We all
my
have
job
our
is
issues.
slowly killing me.
Right.
As soon as someone
Oh,
says
that is!
Jurassic
I'm
Park,
telling you, 100. If in your mind you don't go, "Dun, dun, 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 dun,"
Yeah.
if
I
you
agree,
don't
I
do
agree.
that, there's something wrong with you. Clearly,
It's iconic. Like, come on.
That's that kind of
Yep.
right there.
dude.
That was mine
Wild
right
Things.
there.
I'm telling you, if you weren't, if
Got
you
that
if
movie
you don't
sold.
think Wild Things,
Yes, that is the perfect.
all I gotta say, what was the guy's name that filmed that scene with them? It was Lucky Man. Lucky Man. That's all I gotta say.
Matt Dillon.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry that it didn't turn out. You got to do it again.
That's right. Yeah, I'd be like, can we
Take
do another
number
take of
15.
this? Can we-
You have to take the lens cap
Line?
off. There's no lens cap on these cameras.
I think we're gonna have to take this scene about 4 or 5 times. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, I just ordered Wild Things today because it was
Nice.
super cheap on deep discount.
Yeah,
It
33.
was like kind of like $30. Yeah, they had 10% off coupon too if you
Yeah.
get it. So
Nice.
it was like $30.
Nice.
Yeah, Cinephile. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. I love that movie.
Yeah.
that
that's
is
good.
Dude,
That's
yes.
needs Blu-ray.
It's fine.
It's another one I've never seen that my wife loves. Surprisingly, which is rare if he's younger.
Oh, my girl. Oh, my gosh. My girl.
Oh, my
I was
girl.
gonna
That's
do
a
it as
def.
well.
I mean,
That's
if
the
someone
saddest.
hasn't gonna pick that
Speaking
one,
of the
come on.
bees,
Yep.
We already,
So
we already talked.
depressing.
But yeah, it hits
That's
pretty
the-
hard.
right there.
It's good. Let's see. Oh, there's Derek in there. Swordfish. Is another.
Swordfish. Yes.
okay.
Swordfish is awesome. I love
Swordfish.
not like a
Yeah.
good way, but in an awesome way.
The password scene. Come on.
Yeah. I know you did last summer. Yep.
I
Bridge
always said
Over
about
by-
the password scene. I would have just thrown my hands up and been like, "You can." I don't care. like, I just don't care at this point.
Scent of a Woman, Carlito's Way are a proper Al Pacino performance. Let's see.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit! Look at this panel. How you doing, Ryan?
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
You could be here too if you weren't
Yeah.
on vacation and
Back
stuff.
from Disney? or are
Yeah, if you
still-
weren't at Disney, come on, Ryan. Jeez, Ryan.
Yeah, I've been following along his pictures. Look like he had a blast.
Blast.
I'm the old fart. I'm
53.
53.
You got me there.
Oh,
Oh.
Arachnophobia.
Oh,
Arachnophobia.
I would have picked that if I owned it. Yeah.
Watched it, but
Fun
That's
one.
my wife.
Fun one.
that's a rough watch for those.
We
of us
watch
who-
Arachnophobia all the time.
John
Friday.
Goodman,
How
yeah.
come nobody's picked? It's Friday's so good.
Oh, I hate spiders. Ugh.
I
Same.
love John
Yeah,
Candy.
not
likewise,
I'll
likewise.
kill him for my wife, but not a fan. Not a fan.
Exactly.
Have you guys
My
seen
4-year-old
Funny People
loves
when,
Arachnophobia.
Paul Rudd's wife asks him, she's like, "Who takes a shit that long?" And he's like, "John Goodman does." I love
Nice,
that.
nice. I think my wife would probably say the same thing.
Yeah.
Who does that?
What we do.
Like, this
It's
is my alone time. This is my thinking time. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, Adam, your turn for pick number 3. And after we
All
head
right,
around this, we still
I
have the
think-
time, by the way, anyone could throw honorable mentions out. But sorry to interrupt you, Adam. Go ahead.
No, it's all right. I think this was gonna be my second. This was gonna be my third pick, and I had a toss up between nostalgia from. Well, I mean, it's all nostalgia. These are all nostalgia. The ones that I was gonna pick, but this double feature right here, to me, it's a double feature that just screams summer. There's so many memorable parts in both that if you've never seen either one of these, shame on you. That's all I got to say. And anybody in the audience, anybody watching, anybody that's part of this, just shame on you. If you haven't seen Road Trip or Euro Trip, come on. Like, those are just two of my favorite summer movies of all time, especially Euro Trip. I mean, come on, like that's my I wore my.
I haven't seen it. Sorry.
It's all right. I wore. I think it was for my. I think my Heat Street. I wore my X-Men where my as he says Scotty doesn't know on it with the that one. I had to wear that for that. But come on, those I think for a year straight I quoted lines from Euro Trip. I think I did. So it's just definitely one of my favorite summer movies there for sure.
90s and early 2000s raunchy comedies, nothing tops them.
They're hard to beat. They're hard to beat.
They're just not the
a
same.
lot of them couldn't be made today just because of cancel culture. But
Yes.
I hate to say it, but at the time that a lot of people, I will say this, and I had this conversation with somebody, they needed to be made at the time that they were made. And if you look back on them now, you can honestly say that they needed to be made then, because if they weren't, they would have never gotten made. So I mean,
They still hold up well to me.
Yes,
but
I mean you could put on either one of those, and I mean I think Euro Trip's a little bit better than Road Trip personally, but either one, in a mix of all the American Pies and all that good stuff, they just have a rewatchability that a lot of those type of movies don't, and I think Euro Trip's definitely one of them.
Euro Trip's getting a Blu-ray release in like a month or two on unrated cut of it. I don't think it's ever been on Blu-ray.
Yeah, they've been like teasing that forever. I don't know if it's. I remember Road Trip was the only movie my parents didn't let me see in theaters. I saw Terminator 2 with them in the drive-in when I was 5.
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
watching Road Trip and Total
I'll
Recall
be back.
off HBO when I was 5, but I couldn't go see Road Trip when I was 14 for some reason. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one of those in a long, long time.
Yeah.
I'm actually
I haven't seen
Alright.
it in theater yet.
80s is my favorite decade for comedy personally.
Oh, dude,
But,
I agree.
Yeah, there's something about 80s just felt timeless. But I grew up with the 90s and the 2000s comedy, so I do hold a special spot for it. But alrighty, those are cool choices.
Appreciate
Bernie, your turn.
Okay, before I talk about my main choice, I have several honorable mentions that it's just I can't. Okay, so the first honorable mention is Super 8. Take place in the summer about a group of kids who want to make a movie, but something crazy happens in their lives. So Super 8 was in the honorable mention. Independence Day, obviously. Good Burger
Nice.
up there. National Lampoon Vacation. I mean, that's iconic for a lot of reasons. 12 Angry Men was so close. It was so close. I almost chose 12 Angry Men and Rear Window as well. But
Ooh,
I
Rear
decided
Window.
to choose. There's so many different things. There's nostalgia, there's slashers, so I decided to go with this one. It's Sleepaway Camp.
Ah,
So This film is okay.
Everybody pulls it up.
Okay.
Don't make me pull my
Don't say
Red Cross
anything.
box set. Come on, don't make me pull that.
Okay, we have a
Don't say
right
anymore.
mindset. Great. If you heard about this film, you know the iconic twist.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil what it was for people who have not seen this film.
It's
You
only
have this-
37 years old. Come on, you can spoil it.
Well, there's some people who have not seen it.
It's
But
fun to watch by itself.
even though this film is not great nor a masterpiece, it's not Shakespearean, but it's so much fun. It's just so much fun. So many great kills. When you watch a summer movie, you gotta watch a slasher. Like Friday the 13th or The Burning. The slashers. But Sleepaway Camp is iconic for a lot of reasons. It's iconic for the twist. It's iconic that the film that shocks us all. That what kind of twist is this film? I cannot believe I never got spoiled the twist until I watched this movie for the first time. Because I knew there's a twist. I knew there's a twist, but I didn't know what kind of twist it was. And when the twist came along, let's just say I was speechless. I did a whole reaction on Instagram story on last summer, and oh my gosh, this movie's awesome. But I'm a sucker for slasher movies. I love slasher movies. It's my first subgenre in horror. But yeah, Sleepaway Camp is it's a must watch for in the summer. It takes place in a camp. Things were looking normal, but until the killings began, and it's like a murder mystery. Who done it? Like, you did this? No, he did this. No, he did this. I'm like, it's like all who did it. I love this movie. The twist, man, the twist. I cannot stop thinking about the twist. The twist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My only gripes.
Yeah.
My only gripe with this release, I wish I had the slipcover. I was late to the party to get this release. But yeah, great film. It's not even a great film. I don't care. It's a great film. I don't care. It's a masterpiece. So whatever. It's not Shakespearean. It's not Shakespearean. But yeah, I love it. So the twist, man, the twist. If you know what the twist is, you know what I'm talking about. So it's insane.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know exactly. If you know,
You don't know, you wish you don't want to find out. But.
You almost don't wish you did. Yeah, you want to scrub your eyes.
Yeah, that's my choice. I have a lot of choice. I have Rear Window. I have 12 Angry Men. I have The Burning, Good Burger, National Lampoon Vacation, Super 8. But I have to choose Sleepaway Camp. I have to. It's like
that's a great choice.
Live, guys. Eat shit and live.
You shouldn't live, Bill.
Okay, I'm speechless. Okay, I need to drink water. I talk way too much.
I like the around here and Baldy's line. That's my favorite line in the movie because it's so terrible.
All right, Derek,
Anyway,
take it away.
That wasn't my third choice. If it makes you feel any better, I just had it in my file, so that was also an honorable mention of mine. You want me to do honorable mentions at the same time, or are we going to do a later round?
I was kind of thinking after, but it's
okay.
Because I'm like two of mine.
no, it's okay.
I mean, we
I'm
have
just
time
curious.
to talk about it.
Before I blurb them all out and such. All right, but yeah, my third choice, luckily, has not been picked. This has my favorite soundtrack of all time. It is George Lucas's best written and directed film he's ever made from the 70s. And it's not Star Wars.
I know what it is.
And it's seriously THX 1138. It's American Graffiti.
Yeah.
Great movie.
This
You
is
need a 4K release.
a fantastic movie. Yes, it does. This is another one, just kind of like I was talking about Heavyweights, where it's relatable, no matter who you are, kind of a thing. There's a character in this movie anyone can relate to, regardless of age, weight, gender, where you came from, kind of a thing. Or it's just fun, and it's one of the movies that had the multiple storylines happening at the same time thing. Before Quentin Tarantino made it a thing, and everyone thought he invented it. So if you're going to give George Lucas credit for anything, it should be American Graffiti over Star Wars. I've always said.
Yeah.
And it still has a very young and attractive, Harrison Ford in a cowboy hat. So
And
that's my
1
third
hour.
choice. I love the movie so much. It has a terrible sequel, but the original one is amazing. So
It also starred very young Ron Howard as well.
Yep, Ron Howard, Richard Dreyfuss, Candy Clark is hilarious in it. Good cast. And the director of Trick or Treat.
I don't know if
seen
the
it.
sequel's as bad as Grease's sequel, which my wife loves, and I make fun of her all the time. But
Oh, Grease 2, yeah. I've seen Grease 2 more. Yeah, I've seen Grease 2. I haven't seen American Graffiti. So
Yeah,
that's what happens when you're older.
I got to get around to American Graffiti at some point. Like I said, I never. It's just one of those movies. Like I need to watch it. Just never sat down and watched it. I have the Blu-ray. I'll get to it.
It's like all of a sudden, the past couple of weeks, everybody's been talking about it for some reason. I don't know where it started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not its anniversary or anything. That'd be next year. This was 1973. So yeah, it's a great movie. And the more I watch it, the more I like it. You just appreciate it. And it has, like I said, like 50 old oldies soundtrack songs in it. And they couldn't afford Elvis songs because their budget was so low. Because it only cost like $700,000 to make. So like they wanted to have like 80 songs in it originally, but they ended up having like 45, I think is what it was. But yeah, I love oldies, and this movie cements why. But yeah,
That's cool.
If you haven't seen American Graffiti, do that.
Yeah, definitely have to. So, alrighty, 4K, what you got?
All right, round 3. So when you first set this up a couple weeks ago, I was really worried. You guys know I'm nothing but 4K really, so I thought I was gonna be showing like a lot of the normal stuff that you think of with summer, but this one crossed my mind kind of last minute, and I thought about it. I was like, okay, this franchise every year in the month of July. Well, not every year, but every time one releases, it's always in July. They try to center it around Independence Day. But it's a good thriller. I'm surprised I'm pulling another thriller or horror. So I'm going with The Purge.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not
Add
one I
down the
thought
list,
about.
buddy.
Yeah.
Add down the
that's a
list,
good one.
yeah.
definitely a very good one. Summer one.
Purge.
Really like
Forever
that.
Purge
last
really
one.
surprised me. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Still only seen the first one.
Actually,
I wouldn't say it's the best, one of the best franchises, but they're entertaining, I guess.
What pissed
the
me
first
off
one's
is
actually one of my least favorites because the other ones kind of open up the whole concept. The
Yeah.
first one
Yeah.
is just a home invasion movie, but
Home invasion,
from
yeah.
2 on,
But it's
like,
got Ethan Hawke in it. Come on, look at
Yeah.
it.
One is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there he is.
Ethan Hawke is amazing, but I like that from 2 on.
Got
Really,
it.
like you see what the Purge actually is.
Right.
You know, you don't get the whole scope of that in the first movie.
Yeah,
Sure.
I love those movies.
what bothered me.
Let's watch the
most
Rick and Morty episode about it. That's
Love them.
What Best Buy did. See, they dropped all 4 on 4K Steelbook, and then the newest one didn't get a Steelbook.
Mhm.
That was. I hate that. Like you got the whole set, and then the 5th one doesn't get a Steelbook.
I can go
Yeah.
complain for you. Half an hour away from their corporate office. I drove past it earlier today. So. I was gonna make a video yelling at them about physical media. But
So it might turn into this with you.
I'd love to complain to them about their crappy ass shipping with Steelbooks.
Oh,
not as bad as their slipcovers. Like they threw mine away just so they could fit it in my package this week.
Really?
So, yeah, my Extreme Prejudice one didn't have a slip. I'm like, I guarantee you they just threw it away to fit it in here.
That's all.
Wow.
Side package, so I live 3 miles away from one. So I'm like, can I have a real one, please? This came out today.
I saw somebody post on Instagram the other day that they got it without the slipcover. Maybe that was you or somebody else.
Probably me, yeah.
I was like, you got to.
It was me.
It's a new release day 1, and the guy doesn't get a slipcover.
Yeah. I got it on Monday, and I'm like, what? You bastards.
All right, Jagoda, what you got?
All right, so like I said, I wanted to go out of the box, and this is like completely out the box into a completely new shape. Summer of 1995. It is probably the craziest, rawest, controversial coming of age film that I know of. And it being from New York, I had to jump on this. I don't know if you guys ever seen this. Kids.
I thought it was kids.
Yeah.
This movie, it's a hard watch. It can be a hard watch, but it is like a scared straight for teenagers. Like it's, and this movie I don't think could not be made today. Like, it's essentially they follow this like the group of kids, and they show all of like the naiveness of kids and not thinking of things. They just kind of make the mistake that they do, but these mistakes are life changing, and it deals with everything from drugs, friendship to, you know, teenage sex and diseases and things like that. And without getting too crazy, one of the main characters, he's teenage kid, you know, like skateboard, you know, they do drugs, all this other stuff. And his sole purpose, I guess, is to essentially have sex with virgins, right? And it's crazy. He contracts HIV, and one of the young ladies that he kind of conducted that with, she actually found that she had it. So throughout this 24 hours, she's trying to get in touch with him to let him know, like, hey, I tested this, and he's just going around just trying to do what he's doing to spread it. So it's a very, like I said, it's a hard watch probably for a lot of people, but it was, when it came out at night, it was just one of those movies that's like, holy shoot. It doesn't get mentioned a lot, but it's, you know, crazy movie. It's a crazy movie.
Still a hard watch.
Yeah, it is.
That's one of
Crazy
the worst
movie.
characters in any movie.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, that's a felony in many states.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
beyond a felony.
It is one of those kind of poor life lessons. But yeah.
But isn't it crazy though to think how far we've come since then too? Like, you know, you look at kids now and they're probably doing the same thing, but they're not worried about what kids were worried about in the 90s. And you just sit there and go, you're like, how far have we come? But really, how far have we come? Not that at all. Like,
and I would say that I think that in the 90s they had, whether it be movies or campaigns about stuff of trying to warn you just how bad things may be by doing this. I feel like we've lost a lot of that, and it's just kind of like, you know, you'll hear it here and there, but it's nothing that's nationwide or kind of throwing it out there. So I feel like when someone takes like these types of risky projects and does that, I mean, I don't think we'll ever see something like that, you know, in this day and time. But yeah. So I went way out the box.
Right, that's great pick. Great pick.
I like that. I like the way out of the box.
Yeah.
All right, Bob, what you got? Are you in the box or out of the box?
I got a box here. No, this is 1997. It came out in April, so I got a story for you guys about it. Actually, will tug at my heartstrings, get me emotional talking about it. But it's basically the first like adult movie I remember seeing in theaters. Saw it with my dad. It was, like I said, pretty much the first adult movie I remember seeing in theaters. But it really helped me fall in love with movies and like just exactly how my dad and I especially bonded over movies. We saw movies all the time together and still watch movies to this day. But this one, actually, funny story about it. In Zombieland, Emma Stone says her first rated R movie she ever saw, and it's not rated R, it's PG-13, and it's Anaconda.
Nice.
Anaconda.
I saw that
I
TV
don't know
too.
if that was just they didn't do their research in Zombieland when she said that, but I was like, that movie's not rated R because I saw it when I was 5 years old. So, yeah, I remember just a bunch of actors in that got their start. I mean, Owen Wilson, LL Cool J was pretty young in that, Jennifer Lopez, and plenty more. So, and then you have but yeah, I love this movie.
Ice Cube, right?
I just picked up this box set, but yeah, it's just a huge note for me. History, I guess. Just a movie that helped me fall in love with the movies with my dad.
Nice.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good choice.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it on Riff Tracks too. Riff Tracks Live, it was great.
And you literally chose something in a box.
I love that box set, man.
Yeah.
In the box. Is it Anaconda versus Lake Placid in that box? Because isn't that a movie? I'm pretty sure.
Anaconda 3, The Offspring, and Anaconda Trail of Blood. I think the one Hasselhoff, right?
I just know Anaconda versus Lake Placid is a thing, which is funny because how would a snake fight a lake? But
Yeah, I've actually seen that. It's not good.
Yeah, fair point.
But
All right, Nathan. What you got?
So I'm going the boring route. I definitely went thought about some other things, but this is actually one of my favorite films. I remember watching back when I got into film a little bit further, and this is my snobby answer, but at the same time, it's like I just really enjoy it, and I think it's an underrated Ingmar Bergman film, which is right above me. But I'm talking about Wild Strawberries, which is one of my favorite films. I'm a teacher. I have been for about 7 years now. Obviously, I'm not even close to his age, but this is a great summer film because it is it's set in summer, but also it's like a road trip film about a guy trying to find himself and all the work that he has done all his life and
Trying to reconnect.
He's trying to reconnect with himself, and he's around family members who are a little distant with him. And along the way, he kind of finds youth more, and he dreams about all the times when he was younger. And there's a lot of dream sequences in this. And anyone seen The Phantom Carriage? Victor Strollstrom is also in that. It's one of the first films. But yeah, like I said, this is my snobby answer. But this is actually a fun film because it's like a hangout movie, right? It's like a road trip movie, but it's in Swedish. So. Wild Strawberries is one of my, like I said, favorite films from Bergman. He's all over the map. I like him a lot. There's my Groucho Marx glasses. I don't know where I'm pointing, right above me. So above the Bergman set. But I definitely was thinking about Sleepaway Camp 2 and a couple of other of those fun films. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bore everyone to death, and I'm gonna pick Wild Strawberries.
Yeah. It's a fun movie, but it has depths.
It has depth, yes.
Yeah, that's on my I guess wish list or want list for the Criterion sale. I never picked it up yet.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, I got this way before the box set that's above me.
Same.
And I just kept it because I'm like, I love this movie, and so one of the first films I saw from Bergman. So
that's cool. I like that choice. So. For mine, this is going to be a weird follow-up after something like Wild Strawberries and then the movie I'm going to pull. This is not cinema masterpiece or anything like that, but I have a story to go with it, and it's so this is actually my wife. I met her when I was 17. She was 16. This is our first date. We saw this together in theaters on our first date. So it holds sentimental memory.
Nice. Very cool.
It's actually a legitimately funny freaking movie and holds up incredibly well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love it.
It's a fun time.
It came out in June of 2004. Saw it opening weekend. Yeah.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Dodge a ball, yeah.
And Ben Stiller, man.
Clearly, yes, he did.
Everything's coming together. Ben Stiller all over.
Rip Torn with the whole, like, do I have to drink my piss? No. Do I like the taste? Yes.
Yes.
I do it because it's sterile and I like the taste.
Oh my God.
Good character.
Pirate. Steve the Pirate. Does anyone remember that guy?
Steve the Pirate. He's great, yeah.
Don't remember who that is.
Pirate? Yeah.
That whole part, yeah. You don't know? I don't know any guy.
The guy on our team who dressed like a pirate all the time.
On our team, he dressed like a pirate. Really?
When she's like, yeah, he fell off the roller coaster and broke every bone in his body.
That happened to my uncle once.
Tell you, if you've never seen a good movie with Rip Torn, and it's a black comedy, it's very dark, but it's funny. It's funny as hell. It's called Eulogy. It's about where he has a eulogy. It's so good. It's where Rip Torn has 3 different families across the country, and none of them know about each other, and he dies. It's so good. So good.
Does it have? It has Hank Azaria and like Ray Romano.
Oh, Hank Azaria, Ray Romano. It has Kelly Preston. It's
that was a pretty funny movie. I saw that. It was good. It's a remake, isn't it?
It may be, but yeah, this version, that version, just so good. Just if anybody gets a chance, Eulogy, it's so good.
I'll watch anything.
That's just funny. I've never seen that.
So I'll make a quick run through the comments, and then we'll just go through our honorable mentions and end this up. I'm shocked. I mean, honorable mention wise, I can't believe
What's that movie?
I think we're avoiding Jaws intentionally. I mean, I wore it for a reason.
Yeah, I think we all kind of danced around it because it was the obvious choice, and none of us chose it.
Star Wars and Jaws are too easy.
And well, Stand By Me, 100 mentions. That's another one that I thought of, and I thought of it as like a simple answer, but I think we all kind of were looking for different choices, so that's cool. We went outside of the box with a lot of them.
Or in some boxes, snakes.
Yeah. But glad to have you back, Ryan, and I'm glad you had a great time. That's Disney is a blast. I love Disney. Got Jerry here. What's up?
What's up?
Still Trachtenberg.
Show Trachtenberg, yes.
Trini, what's up? Jerry, can't believe no one mentioned Tremors.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Great 4K
Yeah.
too.
It
I
is.
thought about it. One of the I thought someone else would have done it picks, so I didn't figure.
It's funny. We all kind of danced around a lot of the obvious choices.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It worked out surprisingly.
Yeah. That's
I
a
think
good thing,
Winter's
though,
more of a
because
spring movie.
I mean, everyone knows Jaws is a summer classic. So, all right, some movies just feel so hot, makes you feel like sweating. Like The Hills Have Eyes remake makes you feel like you need to shower after.
Ooh.
Or the original one.
Dog Day.
Yes.
Sweat.
Don't make me bring up I Spit on Your Grave, because that's a summer one that's gone very, very
Yeah, I got that over. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do Last House on the Left. You do any of the rape revenge movies.
Yeah, those are shower worthy after you watch them.
I've never seen this one before. Found? Anyone see that?
Mm.
No.
It rings a bell, but I haven't seen it. So. Yeah.
The Spike Lee makes a lot of summer movies.
Very similar. Summer. There you go. Summer Sam.
Yeah. Bob, just FYI, you have a lot of feedback. Just watched Leo Fitzpatrick, aka Telly from Kids, in a documentary called "Moments Like This Never Last." Check it out, Jagoda. You might like it. What do you teach, Nathan?
Public
Remind
speaking.
me- Public speaking. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very cool. I like that.
I just do this a lot.
Yeah.
Gotta put those down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs.
It's amazing that how many people still find that to be their biggest fear, and after you
Oh,
get
I know.
over it, it's like no big. It's no
It's
big.
actually,
Once
it's
you
actually
get over it,
great going through the whole process, like seeing how scared everyone is, and then at the end of the whole
Mhm.
thing, you're like, "That wasn't so bad, was it?" And like, no, you're right.
no, it's
I
really
struggle with speech a lot.
it's.
I'm the same way,
once-
so I'm like,
once-
now I do this.
Once I literally got over the fear of standing in front of a
Time.
class and just and telling my story, because one time was like, I heard one time the biggest advice I ever got was, if you believe in what you're saying, they'll believe in what you're saying. And you go,
Exactly.
well, I do believe in what I'm saying. And they were like, well, then you just probably captivated everybody in your audience. And they go, oh, I was like, well, that was easy then. You know? Just it made it so much simpler.
I just say believe in your bullshit, and I mean I
Yep.
actually say that.
That is correct. No, that's the best way to put it.
Yep, believe
That
in your
is the
bullshit.
best way to put it.
Mhm.
All right. So start with you, Adam. Just this is honorable mentions now. Just
Yeah, I'm not gonna
run
take
through
up too much time because the kids are going to sleep. The wife's going to sleep. She's like, "How much more time you got?" I was like, "I'm
Mine
hanging out
too.
with my friends. Come on."
Yeah, we're wrapping up here. So
Bedtime
but
for
no, like the one last one I'll go with. It was a toss up, and I was gonna say the original Austin Powers, because that was a summer movie for
Oh,
me
man.
too.
movie.
But this is definitely my runner up right here, and I won't say too much more because I'm gonna have to jump off. But Can't Hardly Wait. That
Nice. Yeah, I love that one.
that's
A good teen comedy from the 90s.
yes, this is one of these ones too that I can watch over and over and over and over again. it just doesn't get old. Like you could watch it. It doesn't matter where you are, where you're from in the high school scene. There's a part of that that's one of you. You're one of those characters. It doesn't matter who it is.
Adam,
But you can watch it, and it just the summer part being that. But the paradigm is so fantastic. Like it's just so good. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite summer runner-ups there for sure.
All righty. Bernie, you went through. Did you have anything else for just honorables? Like I said, this is just a quick.
Hey, Tim, thank you for having me. Unfortunately, I do have to jump off here. But guys, thank you so much for a nice meeting all of you. And I've followed all of you if I haven't.
Thank you, Adam.
I appreciate all of you. But thank you guys so much for having me this evening. It was a blast, and I can't wait to chat with you more. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, just like I always shown you, but these were all my honorable mention. So we got 12 Angry Men, The Burning, Rear Window, Vacation, Good Burger, Super 8, Independence Day, The Shallows, and Jaws, obviously. But there you go.
It's so
a
funny.
tough one.
Jaws is in the runner-up.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't believe no one
you
said
know what?
Vacation.
No.
I avoided Vacation because I assumed someone would say Vacation.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got then convicted for your?
Well, Sleepaway Camp was one of my runner-ups, and so was Independence Day. But the two that hadn't, and so was this one, which I assumed someone would mention, so I didn't think I needed to. But set in the hottest day of the summer, that's all I think of. But this one's for me and the wife. The other good blockbuster, back when they made blockbusters.
Yeah.
Nice. Phyllis Seymour Hoffman.
The other blockbuster from 1996 that hasn't been mentioned. But yeah, this is one of my kids' favorite movies too. So like now it's even holds a more special place in our hearts and such. Yeah, we love Bill Paxton and Phyllis Seymour Hoffman. R.I.P.
Yes, he's so.
Actually, read today that it was going to be Tom Hanks and instead of Bill Paxton at one point, and Laura Dern instead of Helen Hunt, which would have been strange.
Yeah.
And Garth Brooks instead of Philip Seymour Hoffman. So thank God that didn't happen.
Oh my gosh.
James?
Yeah,
Chris
for
James,
sure.
what you're talking about?
Another example of special effects look better 27 years ago than they do now.
The cow scene.
They got cows.
And then I also would have done Terminator 2.
Said, no, I think that's the same cow.
It would have been a different cow, though.
All right, 4K. What you got for runner-up? Anything?
All right. Well, Tim talked about it. It was in the chat earlier, but I really wanted to use it, but I was trying to stay away from it. But yeah, Stand By Me. It's gonna put that there. Absolutely love this movie. Definitely summertime classic. The other one, I was trying to think a little out the box. I didn't really want to use it, but summer field trip to a city that's literally sinking right now. But I was gonna go Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yep, those were my two.
Yeah, cool ones. Yeah, Stand By Me is a classic. But what you got?
All right, I got 4. 3 of them I got in collection, and one I'll just show a picture of. But one of my favorite horror movies of all time, It Chapter 1.
Yeah.
someone's going to say it.
Yeah. D-Ray had already said The Purge because I had picked Purge election year just in general. I love the Purge franchise. So the other one is a summer release. I hope we get this on 4K for sure, and that is Dick Tracy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Need this for sure. And the final one, and this is the one I was going back and forth between this and I don't know if it was Summer School, but it is Back to the Beach. I don't know if you guys ever seen that before.
No.
That movie?
I know that.
I think it's a 1987 comedy. Essentially, you have the two main characters. They used to live in, I think, Southern California or something. They used to party and have fun. They moved away. They come back visit their daughter, and they kind of have fun again. Pee Wee Herman's in it, like he makes like this cameo. But I remember watching this all the time. So, yeah.
Ah,
Got
cool.
another movie to add to our favorite year list, Tim. 1987.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I guess I didn't even I never heard of that one, so I'm looking through on Wikipedia as I'm looking at the 1987s and must have just glanced by that one.
Yeah, love that one. Mm-hmm.
All right, what you got, Bob? Any honorable mentions?
The Faculty to start with. This
Nice.
I know
The
it takes
Faculty.
place in school year, which is not summer, but like the whole song "School's Out for the Summer." But
Yeah.
I love the cast, love this movie, and this absolutely needs a 4K. I'm dying for Screen Factory to. Funny story, I messaged them and they actually responded, so we'll see if we get that on 4K.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love the actress, and that's a fun one. Dawn of the Dead. This is I saw it in theaters.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Just incredible remake. Right up there with like Texas Chainsaw Massacre for best reboots. And then, last but not least, I saw this in theaters to the Kevin Feige. So
yeah.
this is just an awesome movie. It's super gory, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, Eli Roth. I enjoy Eli Roth movies personally.
Eli Roth's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. Like I don't care about his movies as much, but he's just a cool guy. Whenever you see him like on the Joe Bob Briggs shows or any sort of documentary on Shudder, he's just super like knowledgeable and interesting and fun.
Yeah. All right, Nathan, what you got for honorables? Anything?
Yeah, I'll do 5. But one is from my childhood, Secondhand Lions.
Ooh.
Nice.
Really enjoyed
yeah.
that movie. A bunch of crazy old men, Michael Caine and Robert Duvall. Really like that. seeing them shooting fish with a shotgun in a pond. So always love seeing that and thinking about where I live because I live near shit like this. So yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, cornfields. I know exactly what that's all about. And speaking of something that's adjacent, this is actually in Ohio, so it's farther away. But this is a film that I think more people need to know about. But it's Columbus right here. This is a oscilloscope. I don't know if anyone has a couple of those released.
I have a couple of them, yeah.
Yeah. But this is got I'm gonna blank. Harold and Kumar. Harold, help me out.
I don't remember his name.
Oh, John Cho?
Yeah, John Cho. Yeah. I was like, I couldn't just look at the back, right?
I just watched Star Trek yesterday.
Yeah. But John Cho's in this. He is he's there in Columbus, it's just in Columbus, Ohio, and there as an architecture student, and more or less his father is just passed, and he's just spending a summer there. But it's very summer-like because it's just how the setting is. But it's very serious, but also a really good movie. I think everyone should see it. I almost chose this next one because it's one of my favorite movies. The Way Back. Surprised nobody picked that one.
Oh.
That's a good one, yeah. It was good.
Great summer
Steve
movie
Quill,
in the water
Asian
park.
Act.
So Sam
That's
Rockwell.
one of my favorite coming of age movies.
That is a good one. That and like Little Miss Sunshine is another one that.
Yeah, it's a comfort watch for sure.
Yeah.
So. And then I have If Beale Street Could Talk, another film that
Nice.
Very summer like. I love this film, and this one does not really get talked about enough, honestly. And I was snubbed the year it came out, so
Yeah, it was.
really, really great film.
The score is
highly
incredible for that.
It is very good. And then a fun one that I'm surprised once again, Big Trouble in Little China.
Nice.
So like this is one of my favorite first time. I remember watching it 3 years ago for the first time, I want to say. And I've seen it like 4 times ever since. I saw it in theaters. There's an Alamo Drafthouse in my city. So I went to a retro screening of it and just had a blast watching it and got like little fake cap guns. So anytime you hear gunshots, you can just be like, and everyone in the whole theater. It's okay, Missouri, right? Everyone has guns, so you can have cap guns. Right? So, dangerous stuff. But anyway, Big Trouble, fun movie, really great summer film. But that's my list. So
Nice.
All right. I got 3 quickly, and then we'll end off. I don't know who watched this. Kind of.
That's a good movie.
Yes.
This screams summer. I mean, you feel the heat while watching it. So loved that. Loved Palm Springs.
yeah, good movie.
So
It,
I need to see that. Still. I've heard nothing but great things. Yeah.
it's a
I didn't
ton
know
of
there was a
fun.
Blu-ray of it.
It's a foreign, Germany.
That's
I want to say it is region locked though. It's region B. But
Got plenty of those.
great one.
and last one, it's only for the first movie, but I love the first Transformers.
Me too.
I watched
Okay.
I watched it in theaters when it came out. It's a summer blockbuster, so I enjoyed
I
it.
The first
agree
one,
with you.
enjoyed it.
The first one is good,
Yeah.
but the rest,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I bought this for really cheap, really not that much different than just buying the first movie. So I'm like, what the hell? I'll
Okay.
just buy the whole thing. But that's all I got. So yeah, we'll run through quickly. You can just quickly say whatever you want to promote yourself, whatever you got coming up, and then we'll end this. And again, thank you guys so much for being here. Like this was a lot of fun.
it
So
is.
we'll start with you, Bernie.
Yeah.
Just whatever you got to say.
Yeah, you can subscribe me the Movie Key Productions, and I have a few videos planned out. I'm currently editing my 24 hours movie marathon video. I did the 24-hour movie marathon a couple of days ago. Yeah, and then my short film is coming up really soon. Hopefully, I don't know when that's gonna come out. It's my senior thesis short film. I'm currently editing the teaser trailer for that. So yeah, a lot of things planned out in the future. Obviously the Criterion sale is coming up really soon. I'm probably gonna do a video about that. So yeah, you can subscribe me if you want.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone subscribe to everybody on here. Whoever's still watching, everyone needs subs. All right. Go ahead.
All right. Well, once again, thank you for having me, Tim. Hashtag Hot Girl Summer. Everyone watch all these movies. I think you've seen half of them, but they're all great. I am Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Follow me on Facebook and the Instagrams and TikTok, even though I don't do anything on there because I'm an adult. But yes, I do semi-weekly, pickup videos and things of that nature. Award season coverage. It's getting to that time of year again already, which is ridiculous. Because the Emmys are going to be in like September, and all the film festivals are happening right now. And I'm sure I'll do something about one of those things if I'm not too busy. Yeah, I can't say much else. I do whatever I feels like doing at the day I do it. So, but either way, subscribe to me, subscribe to all these guys, watch all our crap because that's what we do and it's fun.
That's a way to promote. Just watch our crap.
Watch our crap. Yeah.
All right, 4K.
All right, what is going on, everybody? Tim, thanks for having me tonight. I enjoyed this panel. Everybody showed some great titles, a lot of stuff I haven't seen that are now on my watch list. So I really enjoyed this one. You guys come check out the channel at your leisure. If you can be there on Thursday nights, we do the movie collection battle this coming Thursday. We got a triple threat coming up. Bob's Blu-rays will be there, along with Absolute Sublime 1 and... oh gosh, why am I losing it right now?
Blockbuster.
Yes, Make It a Blockbuster Night will be there. So a three-way battle. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come check us out, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, Thursday night. And stop by the channel anytime. Always got content coming out. Got a new video coming out tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that as well. And please hit the like button tonight if you enjoyed tonight's video.
Thank you. You are so professional at how you can go through all that stuff, and I always just blank on what
You're
I'm
much
saying.
better at that than us.
I'm always blank out.
Oh my god, I'm terrible at that stuff.
I don't know. It's something about once that live button goes or once my face is on screen, it's like it's go time for me.
That's cool. You freaking kill it with the movie battle. So yeah, it's great. All right, Jagoda.
Yeah, Tim, thanks for having me. Super fun chat tonight. You can catch me on Jagoda_Blue7 on YouTube and Instagram. Tomorrow I'll be dropping, I think it's episode 27 of Phase 5. I've been backed up, so I'm going to actually add 10 movies this time. And then I'm working on episode 5 of Phase 5, which should take place Wednesday, June 1st at 8:30, the usual times on Wednesdays. Other than that, great time tonight. You guys always cost me money because, after this live stream, I'm going on all the other things to look for things I haven't seen, just like 4K said. So, yeah. But thanks for having me, man.
Pleasure to have you. And your Heat Streets cost me money, so all is fair.
Yeah.
All right, Bob.
Yeah, like 4K D-Ray said, make sure you tune in on Thursday. I'm going to jump in on the battle, first one. So, Tim, I really appreciate you having me tonight. Like I said, it's my first YouTube Live. I just jumped on YouTube videos making them like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. So I'm on every Tuesday at least. I'm gonna post a video every single Tuesday. My off of like just Blu-ray hunting and things like that. So I'm gonna start working on some reviews, different things like that. What other people want to, see me do. But I'm always on Instagram. I post every day on there. So just sure to help support me and get me started. And I'll make sure to subscribe to everybody in here. So I appreciate it. Thanks, Tim.
No problem, and I'm glad you got to test the waters on lives before hopping onto the movie battle. So this was a good little testing ground at least.
Yeah.
All right, Nathan.
Well, hey everyone. My name's Nathan Jones. I'm not going to do my whole spiel, but yeah, thank you, Tim, for having me on. This was a lot of fun seeing everyone, and once again, just to like say what everyone's doing is making me spend money, which I'm trying to avoid doing. But yeah, you can check me out on YouTube. My name is Nathan Jones. Like I said, tried to find me outside of the wrestling gig that I used to do, and also in my movie gigs that I do. Mortal Kombat, I think, was one of the more recent things that I did. I don't remember. I was killed off very quick. But anyway, you can follow me on that. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Letterboxd as well. But yeah, if you go to my channel, you can find all that information out there. So just put that. So thank you so much for watching. I'm not jonesing around.
I love that exit. I gotta get better with all the intro and exit stuff. Jesus. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. This has been a blast. Thank you to the panel, and see you in the next one.
Bye.